Hold on a second.
No, you're not allowed to say hi. Who wants to say hi to you? Yes. Hi.
Burn.
Aw.
Aw. Hi.
Little Christmas bear.
That's a cute bear.
All right.
Mine's already in bed, still awake, but
Oh yeah, this one should have been in bed an hour ago, but you know. who
right.
listens? Okay.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a picture-in-picture of you. I told you I'm a techno-tard, my friend.
You're seeing a what of me now?
A picture of picture.
Close that.
All right, hang on.
There we go.
Yeah. Oh. Oh.
Yeah. Woo! All right, cool.
I'm Jim. Good to meet you officially.
Good to meet you too. So, hope you like music.
Oh no, I hate music.
I know.
I'm kidding.
Music is just horrible.
Music's the glue of life, man.
I mean, I don't play it the entire time, but I got to put her to bed. So rather than have you guys listen to my cats yelling, I'm going to put some music on.
Oh, but we love your cats, dude.
I have too many of them.
I have one. I don't know where she's at, but
Yeah. I have more animals than people in my house.
Yeah, 6 cats.
Yeah. And 2 dogs.
dang,
Cats and 2 dogs. Yeah. And
that's
then,
crazy.
And then 4 kids and my wife, so it's a zoo.
That's a lot of people. Oh, he's recording.
I like that couch. Running chair. Whatever.
This box. Yeah, I'm in this box. It sucks. But... All right.
Actually, I realized I can't do that.
Why?
Well, even though this song is on YouTube and that's where this video is going, they're retarded.
I see.
Yeah, those mute the whole thing
Huh.
for
Yeah,
copyright.
no, they won't mute it. They'll take the video down. They're not.
Oh shoot, yeah.
They're not like TikTok that mutes it and then just
Right.
make suffer trying to figure out what you're saying.
Actually,
They'll
I've noticed that when I post some of my TikToks onto Facebook, they mute my damn music off of it.
Yeah.
But when they do that, they wind up deleting all the fun stuff that I said as well. And I'm like, F you guys. Like, what?
Yeah. Yeah. Hello. What? Oh, another fat ass wants to say hi. Give me a minute.
Another fat ass. I love it.
This is my meatball.
Oh my God.
This is a big boy.
Oh, okay, just wait.
Just winked at me, man. That cat just winked at me.
Look at. Hold on.
That's pimp. That's pimp.
Look how big the damn cat is.
Right?
Our cat is tiny. Where's she at?
I think she's back there eating though. He is a fat cat. Is that a he or he?
He is my meatball. And
Meatball.
this is my nugget.
Oh my goodness. Nice. Yeah. Do the cute stuff.
Named after food.
Was she back there eating? Oh, she's not by the coffee pot. Oh, she's in the sink. Oh.
Where are you looking?
Of course, my cat's going to sink too. Bye, Shake. Where are the rest of you?
I wonder, does my camera look all hazy to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. Looks like it's black and white. Come here. Come here. Stop running away.
Here's my Yandu.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Yeah. She's a good girl. She was a rescue cat, but now she's all filled with catitude.
Oh yeah, yeah. These guys are all rescues.
Oh, nice, man. Nice. Shoot, he's back again.
Yeah. Meatball. He was just rescued from a family that couldn't have cats. So kind of a rescue, kind of not.
Right.
A road kitty.
Nugget. My wife went to, the friend of a friend, those creepy people that you only go around when your friends think it's a good idea.
Right.
She went to one of their houses, and they had a litter of kittens that they weren't taking care of correctly. And like they put out one plate with wet food and have them fight over it.
Oh no! Come on now.
My wife,
It might
seeing that
be a
having a
kitten.
big heart, saw the smallest one, which turned out to be Nugget, which I don't know how he was the smallest one because he's enormous.
Right.
She grabbed him and put him in her purse and brought him home.
Oh my God! Right on for her, man.
That was literal like snatch and grab rescue.
Right.
And then French fry and milkshake were rescued from the Burger King parking lot.
That kind of worked, but
Yeah, they were both feral. They were
oh
rescued
really?
and brought here. This is Checkers.
Yeah, that's the one that looks like Yondu. Yeah. Right when we saw her,
What
looks
are
like
you? There you go. Say hi.
Hi, bub.
Look, she looks like she's wearing an eye mask.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all boys.
Oh, all of them boys.
All boys.
Oh.
Well, I got my rescue cat, and like there she is perched over there.
Well, yep, I see.
Yeah, that's Mickey. She's also a TikToker.
Oh yeah.
That's who he was on live talking to.
Yeah, that's who you were on. You were on live talking to her. My tech support, because I'm a technotard dude.
This is French fry.
Ah,
He hates
French
me.
fry. He said he hates me.
Oh, I hold him anyway. Come
All
here.
right. So, questions. I got questions.
Hang on. One more. And then you can ask away. This is lane 2.
Why is it so tiny compared to the other? It's new.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think he's like 6 weeks old, 7 weeks old.
gonna grow into those ears, but I love her. I love the stripes on his head going down like that's pimp.
All right.
Baby.
Question.
All right, questions. Smoking or non?
Depends. What are we talking about?
Smoking cigarettes on screen? Yes.
Oh,
okay.
yeah. Like, are you allowed to? Yeah, this is going on YouTube. They don't give a shit.
Okay, bonus. All right. What about the green stuff?
Weed? Yeah, go ahead.
Bonus.
This is America.
This is America. Beautiful.
America.
America.
No, you got to take off the first A and the I. It's
America. Exactly. America.
Just America.
America. Those were actually my only 2 questions.
Okay. Yeah. If I smoked, I was like, what? No,
Oh, do you?
I smoke cigars only when I'm being a nerd with my friends, and I don't smoke weed because I literally forget when to breathe.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a good thing to remember.
Yeah, like I like edibles I can do to a point.
Right.
But when I actually inhale the smoke, I'll talk until I pass out.
You don't inhale.
I'd rather eat.
Loading to go away. How am I gonna pop up?
Yeah, my computer's got to pop up, dude. This thing, I'm working on an old ass laptop. So.
Here we go. Hold on.
Hang on.
It's okay. I can still see you.
There.
Take your
Boom.
time.
There we are. Told you, I'm
man.
a technotard supreme, man.
Yeah, smoke away. I don't care. Honestly, I'm not very tech savvy myself, and somehow got a job that involved technology. I don't know how.
Right now, are you?
Oh, look, he's drinking Mountain Dew. I got my Mountain Dew pants on.
Are you hearing me all good?
Yeah, I can hear you. Just
beautiful.
the fun. I'm recording on my side, so even if you couldn't see me,
right.
I can see you, which means the listeners will see you.
Oh, cool.
All come I am. So if I can hear you and I can see you, then they can hear and see.
Well, and the funny thing is, it was Mickey here who found your TikTok that said you were looking for people to go onto your thing,
Yeah.
and she sent it to me, and I contacted you, and I was like, well, heck yeah, that sounds like a blast. Like, why not? You know, what the hell else am I doing?
You know
It's
it's
my
not
day
lit,
off.
right?
Huh?
You know it's not lit, right?
I know.
You just fucking
Oh.
tapping it.
Well, yeah, it's the look. You don't always have to hit them. Sometimes you just hold them.
Right. Well, that's actually a way that I cut back on my smoking is, you know, I'll hide cigarettes for myself. I'll smoke half and then I'll put that half up, you know.
Yeah.
Then I'm not smoking a whole damn cigarette at least. So.
Yeah, my wife used to say the trick was leaving one in the pack,
Yeah.
and then when you
Yeah.
want it there, you
Mhm.
don't buy a new one because you still have one.
Exactly. Well, I don't smoke a whole pack a day anymore. Thank the Lord. I've cut back quite a bit. Um, but I used to take like what was remaining in my pack the next day, and I would just take that whole pack and throw it in my backpack, and it would have, you know, sometimes 5, sometimes 2, depending on, you know, how busy that week was or what have you. You
Yeah.
know, then I just open up another pack, and then when I ran out of cigarettes from my main stash, you know, I just dump out my backpack, and it would be like all these cigarette packs. It was hilarious. I don't do that anymore though.
What's the art gallery you got going on there?
That's my art gallery. I don't know if I can show it to you very well, but it's just my kitchen wall. I hung up all my art and art that I've been doing and still doing, and
Yeah, I like the hand up there.
oh yeah, oh, the hand of love, the hand of peace.
What's the thing right above the hand? What is that?
That's the jack o' lantern or that's the trick or treater.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's a little skull with a trick or treat bag and the moon.
Okay.
You know,
Yep. Cool.
these things with the big landscapes I call hyperscapes because they're just like my imagination unleashed. Like I wish I had a better camera to show you actually. Unfortunately, like, you know, I
Yeah.
kind of suck at that sort of stuff, but I can't do digital art, and I've been doing art pretty much all my life. But it's basically how I just expressed that this is my place. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I got all the kids' art back there because we ran out of room on the fridge. And I got sick of it falling every time we opened the door, or
Right.
got it just a little too hard, and the magnets would decide they don't want to work, so we put it there.
Well, what's funny enough is most of the stuff you just saw on my wall is just up there with Scotch tape. Some of them are pinned up with thumbtacks,
Yeah.
but most of it's just a collage of my art.
I was like, what the hell did I come out here for?
To show art.
No, that's the Florida room. I don't have any art out there.
Are you gonna go to Blarney Castle and piss on the Blarney Stone? Are you? I noticed your shirt. I love it.
Oh yeah, nope, yep. That was brought home for me actually.
No shit.
It was bought for me.
Aw. It's on my bucket list.
Although I've been there,
Mm-hmm.
that was oh god damn it. That was interesting time for sure.
That's cool, man. I mean, I still have family in Ireland, but I've never been.
It's beautiful.
I mean, those are my people.
It was the first place that I've ever been where I walked into a pub.
Yeah.
And the alcohol was reversed.
Huh.
So you go up to the bar and you say that, you want a pint.
Right.
And you think that it's just going to be beer. No, it's liquor.
No shit.
It's reversed. I went into a pub where the beer was actually on the back wall.
Wow.
Our lagers and ales were on the back wall.
Right,
And
right. That's interesting.
yeah, it was dangerous too because like they gave me a pint, and like I said, I thought it was gonna be beer. I took the first sip. It was like, that's whiskey.
That's whiskey straight.
That's like some shit I would be drinking.
Right. That's straight Mickey. Mickey drinks hard. I drink soft. But I spent my time as a hard drinker for a good minute, so I've given it up. In my age, I've given it up. I'll put it that way. Awesome. But yeah, I've been doing art since actually I fought my high school on I didn't want to take a foreign language because I was like, dang it, America, you know? I'm American. Doesn't that mean anything anymore? You know? But you know, I fought the system on that. I told them I didn't want to learn a foreign language, just give me art every year.
Yeah.
And then I dropped out in my sophomore year of high school and never went back. Or junior year of high school. You know, I mean, I caused this big old fuss and I kind of feel like an ass about it, but I mean, I got to take tons of art, you know.
You may have helped somebody else.
Right, you know. I definitely was never academic. Yeah.
I hated school.
Right.
Oh no, I love school.
Right.
I think I hated being around the people more than school, but
see, that's hilarious because it's completely the opposite for me. School was like one large social situation to me. I hated the academia of it because number one, everybody wanted to push math on me, and I hate math with a passion, and math hates me right back. But I dug hanging out with the people. You know, I was in that click list person, you know, who I just kind of floated around in all the cliques and didn't really belong to any of them, except maybe the outcasts and the snowball friends and, you know, whatever. Greatest part about going to like drug activist after school parties was that's where all the druggies were. So.
I actually had friends in every single clique.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't even think that was allowed. I hated. I've always, because I love concerts because the chance that I'm gonna see those people again are slim to none. But going to school every day, just like kind of going to day.
Basically like going to work. Yeah, exactly.
I hated being around people. Like if I could have gone to my high school and there was no one there, that would have been perfect.
Agreed. You know, and I probably would have actually completed high school if that would have been the case, because then at least the teachers would have given a damn, you know.
I had
not all of them didn't, but
my favorite story of that was they gave out these bullshit awards, you know, if you got high enough grades. So
right.
I didn't really do anything, but somehow I got high honors, which was A's and B's for my senior year. And the English teacher that I basically told to fuck off had to give me that award. They were the ones selected. And I think I was one of 7 out of the entire senior class that got high. And she had to give me that. Like,
that's great. Yeah, see, I don't really have anything like that from school because I was never an overachiever in school, you know?
I wasn't either, man. I wasn't there half the time. That's how I don't in those grades.
I don't school to go to the museum. How about skipping school to go to the museum?
Yeah, that is true. I mean, I think that's probably the coolest thing I ever did with my schooling career was in sophomore year of high school, they fucked up, right? Because I grew up in the south suburbs of Chicago.
Yeah.
And they fucked up one Tuesday and took us to the Art Institute of Chicago, which, you know, everybody who's seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off, it's where he kisses his girlfriend. And Cameron trips out on that picture of the little girl and her lips for some fucking reason or another. But anyway, you know, went there, field trip, sophomore year of high school. And I'm noticing while we're there, it's like the second time I've been to the Art Institute. Every time I've been there, I've absolutely adored it, obviously, you know. Um, but I noticed there was a lot of like field trip there that day. Now, I asked one of the guards, I was like, why are there so many classrooms in this museum right now? And he told me flat out, he goes, well, on Tuesdays, it's free to students. And I was like, what's free? And he said, the whole museum. And I was like, the fuck you say? So, I grew up just south suburbs. So the last stop of the metro train going into Chicago was my hometown, University Park.
Nice.
So I would ride my bike to the train station, pay my $5.50 for a round trip ticket, and every Tuesday booked my ass and ditched high school altogether just to go downtown and hang out at the Art Institute for free, you know, and nobody said shit to me. I did this shit for years and nobody said shit to me because I was just walking around doing my art thing. Like nobody said boo. They just didn't care, you know. And my parents didn't know that shit until I told them when I was like 27 or some shit.
Yep.
Why didn't you ever finish school?
Right.
Well,
I school early. There were because our school was set into blocks.
yeah.
So we had 4 90-minute blocks if you were unlucky enough to have all 4.
Ugh.
My senior year, my first semester I think I needed 3, and then my last semester I only needed 2. So my last semester I only had 2 classes a day. That meant by noon I was done.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Sometimes 11, depending on what time the classes were. When they started, and of course what lunch I fell into. So
right.
there were days where I would show up just to get because I was 18 my senior year, and the teachers hated that.
Right.
Because I signed my own permission slips. So I'd show up to school just to get the participation grade. I'd walk into my class and say, "Hey, I'm here."
Right.
Hand them the work they needed, grab the work that I was gonna need, and left.
Pimp.
And then signed myself out at the office and took at a vehicle.
Bye.
I just bye, peace out.
That's pimp.
It was very rare that I stayed at school all day.
That's pimp.
I'm like the absolute opposite. I stayed at school as long as I possibly could.
No, I went to college, and then my first kid was born, and that was a wash.
Well, it's like I tell people who don't have kids yet. I'm like, they're the best and worst things that happen to anyone.
Yeah.
Like 24/7 heart attacks that you fucking adore. There's no other way to describe it for me anyway. I mean, I got 3, and 2 I don't have any contact with because of a previous. But that's all I got to say about that. But I do have the little one who's in the back right now, passed out or not passed out, but
soon.
Yeah, soon.
Fall asleep. Yeah.
Doing her thing before bed. 1 second. Am I off game?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I didn't have to do that, but whatever.
That's all right. I knew very early on that I was either going to have a bunch of kids or none.
Right.
I've never been a middle ground kind of person. It's always been polar extremes.
Yeah. Well, and I knew from an early age that I wanted to raise a baby to a young adult. I wanted to see what that was like. I knew that when I was like 13 years old. It's just I mostly chose people bad to have kids with, so they haven't allowed me to do that, except with this one. So trying to keep this one going. So yeah. So here's my question.
What's up?
Favorite movie? I know it's a cliche question, but it's honestly how I gauge people a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't have one.
Do you have a favorite genre?
No, I don't watch.
You're not like movies?
Oh, watch TV.
Huh?
I don't watch.
Oh. See, though, I could respect that, not watching the TV.
Yeah, like when I put on a movie or I put on a TV show, it's literally just like wallpaper.
Okay, it's background noise for you.
Yeah. I fall asleep to it, or it's to help me ignore whatever mundane shit I'm trying to do.
Okay. I mean, I get that. I don't watch TV, but I'm a movie fanatic. So I ask people who I work with all the time, or people I'm talking with, like, hey, what's your favorite movie of all time?
I mean, I can give
you
movies I like, and I can give you movies I've actually watched.
Right.
I never do.
Well, yeah, just name one that like you remember, let's just say from your young childhood.
Oh God.
Mhm.
God, what was my favorite one as a kid that I fucking would watch all the time?
Right. Like my favorite kid movie was probably The Dark Crystal. Because I broke that VHS copy.
Oh yeah.
You know.
I think Stand By Me and Sandlot were
beautiful
Me
fucking
too.
pair.
Me
Beautiful
too.
pair. Beautiful pair.
Those were big for me.
Beautiful pair.
But I always close my eyes at the dead kid part.
Yeah, the story is excellent. The body that Stand By Me is based off of, but the movie's fantastic. It's damn close to.
Maybe he likes to read.
Man.
Yeah, my wife got me into all the older ones. Like we fall asleep to The Shining.
Beautiful. God, no. I wouldn't fall asleep to it, but I love that movie.
Yeah, she'll put it on. We just fall asleep to it. Like again, it's like wallpaper.
We fall asleep mainly to either a Harry Potter movie or Lord of the Rings.
Yep, I own all the Harry Potters. I the like first edition Marvel movies.
Okay, beautiful.
We got most
of those. Yeah, we got most of those. And we're all caught up to Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
Except for WandaVision. I haven't seen WandaVision.
Yeah. Well, you watched that.
I watched that synopsis of it, but it wasn't the same. Oh God. But yeah, to go on with that though, my favorite of all time was the original Matrix, the first one.
Oh my God, the newest one sucked so much.
You know, I kind of agree. In the grand scope of the Matrix universe, it's like the Terminator universe for me. They can put out anything, except I didn't like that TV show, the Sarah Connor Chronicles or whatever the fuck. I did not care for that show because it had zero to do with the lineage of movies whatsoever. But as long as it's a good enough universe to get involved with, I'll get hooked onto it. But I kind of agree with you that Final Matrix was phoning it in a little bit too hard. And the fact that you had no Hugo Weaving, you know.
Yeah. What? Boo is right. And I don't even like the Matrix.
But the only time you see Hugo Weaving throughout that movie, I think, is through flashbacks. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hated the fact that they both became the one at the end. Like, what shit is that? There was only one.
Funny enough, that corroborated there was before the second movie came out, because let me tell you, I lost my brain for the first movie. Like, I had heard that a movie had come out with Keanu Reeves in it, and it was called The Matrix, and I was like, okay, whatever. And then my friend showed up at my door, and he's like, dude, I saw this movie, has Keanu Reeves, and I was like, yeah, The Matrix, whatever. He goes, no, dude, you got to get in the car and let's go. I was like, what do you mean? He goes, you got to see this fucking movie. You're going to love it. And I was like, okay, fine. You know? So we're driving to the movie theater and we smoke a J. So I'm blasted off my brain the first time I saw that movie in the theater. And it blew my fucking brain wide open. Wide open. Because I went in not knowing anything about it, you know?
Yeah.
And so he's like, man, you know, like we're coming out of the movie theater and he's like, I want to go get more people. And I was like, cool, you go do that. I'm gonna go back in and watch this fucking movie. And
Yeah.
I just turned right around and I went back in and ordered a fucking ticket and I watched the movie a second time.
No.
So I come out and I'm smoking a cigarette in the parking lot. Here comes old dude with a car full of people, and they're like, "Let's go watch The Matrix." And I'm like, "Boom, let's do this."
Third
time,
time.
dude. I watched that movie 3 times in one freaking day. Like no fucking lie. The only movie that I've ever done that with, and I'm a movie fanatic, dude. Like I collect them. I've been collecting movies since 2010.
Yeah, you like have over 400.
Yeah, I got like at last count 453 movies.
Nice.
Roundabouts. I got my own rental fucking store, but I'll only collect DVDs. Everybody's all like, "Oh, you could just download it on your computer and have a whole library of shit." And I'm like, "Fuck that. What am I going to do when EMP comes? I'm going to be the one sitting there with the generator playing movies for people, entertaining the masses." Remember that, people. Remember that. Jim the Bard.
Hell yeah.
Remember that.
Yeah. I think we have, God, we went and bought 21 seasons of South Park.
Oh my God, yay.
They're all sitting in the bedroom.
All right. Don't squish my little box. All right, but I've only seen the first 3 seasons.
It happens.
I know.
I wonder if we can order them from the library.
I don't know. Where's your phone? Oh, duh.
Yep, I think
Dude, our library gets so mad at us.
Yeah.
What?
Because we order so much shit from the library.
I know we were getting shit every day.
Oh yeah, check this out. Let me tell you something. This is a cool story. You'll dig this. All right. This right here, right? I get from the library. It's a hotspot.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how
I get it for free on my library card. Lasts for 2 weeks. I bring it back to the library. I'm put back on the waiting list. I got to spend like 2 or 3 days without Wi-Fi.
And
Yeah.
and I can sign up for it too.
And
So
she's
we're like on
she's got one too. So when I drop mine off, usually sometimes we can pick hers up, that sort of thing. So it's a flip-flop deal, right? So we looked at it today and I was like, oh yeah, shit. I was like, I might have to take my Wi-Fi back and I'm supposed to be doing this interview, and and we looked at it, dude, it's due back tomorrow, man. So
Nice.
I was like, it was meant to be. It was meant to be.
You need starting at season 4?
Start with season 3. Yeah. So that's why I can recap on season 3. Bonus. So I'm going to start watching the South Parks. I'm going to get caught up on those.
Yep, sure enough.
Booyah.
From the library.
From the library. But dude, we be ordering all kinds of books and movies from the library. Like we just watched fucking Overboard with Kurt Russell.
And Captain Ron.
And Captain Ron with Kurt Russell. Okay, Captain Ron. You remember that movie?
Oh, yeah. Captain Ron. She wants my food.
It still held up fairly decent, to be honest. It wasn't Kurt Russell's best movie, but Kurt Russell and Martin Short together was a great combo. It was a great combo.
I liked him in The Thing.
Mm-hmm. Dude, that Petri dish fucking gets me every fucking time.
Right?
Every fucking time. I've watched that movie hundreds of times. But all right. Speaking of Kurt Russell, okay, and John Carpenter, who also directed The Thing that you just mentioned, right? We just watched Kurt Russell act in a TV movie as Elvis Presley, and it was directed by fucking John Carpenter. I was like, say what? Because I remember when that movie was on, but I was just like, I don't remember it being John Carpenter now. That was great.
My favorite movie of his is actually Vampires.
John Carpenter's movies? Yep. Beautiful. Okay, see that. You know what? That would have been an acceptable answer too.
See, they're like,
I just finished watching that before we did this, actually.
Oh no shit! Yeah,
I love
really thought James Woods was fucking great in that movie, dude. He was, and that's more of a
piece
funny
candy.
movie.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Ooh, a piece
Ooh,
of candy.
piece of candy. All right. Well, all right. I'm gonna do a shameless plug right now. What about the Goonies?
Yes.
You've seen the Goonies?
Yes.
Have you seen my TikToks about what I'm doing with the Goonies?
Not yet, but I'll watch them.
That's SpongeBob though.
SpongeBob.
Yeah, you have to show
Right.
the whole thing, the inside part.
This is a Goonies book.
Yes. Oh, nice. Yep.
Okay. In,
Nope.
Where you go?
in the middle, it has all these pictures. There's Bran. Oh, I'm sorry. There's Thanos. Ah, you know, and the man himself,
Yeah.
right? The man
Do the
himself.
shuffle.
This dude, this is the story I'm writing, and it's a prequel. It's basically One-Eyed Willie's life before he became the skeleton, and how the Inferno actually, like, we hear that little synopsis that Mikey gives us.
Yeah.
You know, but dude, and I've been writing this for the past. I started it in March. I've started it in March of this year,
Nice.
and I'm still working on it, and it's still taking me a bit, but like, dude, it's something like I want to get in touch with the people. Like, I want to be like, hey, when this is done, I want to fucking show it to them and be like, make this happen, because it's become like it's like high seas. It's like my fucking Pirates of the Caribbean on accident. Like, I didn't expect to get that deep with it, but like, I mean, there's fucking maps and boat pictures and all kinds of shit. Like, I'm just creating a whole different world.
Oh yeah.
But it's all revolved around that, you know. And I was like, man, like,
It's like One-Eyed Willie's backstory.
it's One-Eyed Willie's backstory. But I've put up a couple of like little TikTok commercials about it. You know, like, here's this thing I'm working on, so watch out because here it comes. You know.
Right.
But let me get in touch with some Sean Astin. Freaking be like, come back as Mikey, man. Because you inspired a whole generation of kids, man.
You do it.
Right. But I don't know, you know, kids nowadays, they don't want to go jumping off into the woods, you know. They want to hurry up and get this thing charged so they can play their next level.
Nah, man. Yeah.
Well,
That's
it's not safe to be outside a lot of times.
Not safe to be outside.
that's where I think we're doing the right thing, and then at the same time, like, it's a very technology driven world now. So
Right. You know, and that's the thing, like, I mean,
I think we're doing the right thing when it comes to like development and safety, and then at the same time, I don't know, because the kids don't watch TV.
right.
They don't have phones. They don't play video games. They don't have iPads. During school, once a week, if they did good Monday to Friday, they can watch something, but it's normally a learning show. I mean, they're still young, so it's like Magic School Bus, Blue's Clues, all that shit I grew up with.
Right.
So none of that new age crap that they have on there. And then the rest of it, I mean, they're outside in the sprinkler. They're climbing trees in the backyard. They're
Middle of downtown.
playing football.
Outside.
They're not on phones and shit. Like, I don't.
Right. See, and my ex-wife, who has my children, I mean, and you know what? Hey, you know what? I'm gonna go on record and be like, you know, she's kept the kiddos alive this long, so I give her that, you know.
Yeah.
But, you know, because I mean, you really gotta, and that's what I try to tell people is, you know, people are harping on themselves about what bad parents they are. People that I know have kids,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, did you keep your kid alive for another day? Like, come on, like, give yourself some fucking credit. These things constantly try to off themselves without knowing it. And if it wasn't for, you know, I mean, you gotta maintain that. But I mean, like, for instance, our kid can't run around outside like Free Willy where she is because we live right downtown. in Missouri where we live. So I live right off the main road, shit, until about, 3 months ago, 4 months ago? 4 months ago, I legit worked at the bar that was right across the street from my apartment.
Nice.
But the owner caught cancer and had to shut it down. And, so now I work a couple of blocks away at a different bar.
So it's a little less busy.
Yeah, it's a little less busy, but, I used to serve like 100 and some odd bikes and shit, like not fucking around. Like, you need some good stuff cooked?
Right.
I'll cook you some good food, dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Small town. You're like the king.
I mean, we haven't, we've lived in this house now a little over 2 years.
Now, where do you live? Florida.
Oh,
Wow.
Florida, man.
Cool. You ride an alligator?
Ride an alligator?
You haven't seen those? It was at Facebook. Was it Facebook? I don't know. It was a little one of the meme things where it was like people in Florida just are riding around on alligators, and they were just steering them around with they were just riding on the backs of the alligators, and they had the alligator's tail up. It was just had it like a little rudder, and they were just like talking to each other and passing by. And I'm like, oh man, that'd be fucking sweet. I know it's not like that.
Me and my kids went on a trail, where they built a bridge over it so that you would be above the alligator pond.
Cool.
Neat.
And we walked over it and fed them. If you're feeding them, they're not going to eat you. It's
call, man. What would you feed them?
I can't remember what we threw down there. I think it was bits of meat and shit. Like, I still have all the kids. I didn't, throw one of them in there.
That's what I was saying. I was like, because instantly I'm going to like, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. The guy bounces off the cliff a couple of times and, gone.
Right? No. I mean, they all came home with me.
All right. Well, I guess that's okay then.
Yeah.
I guess it's okay.
I don't know.
Asking how hot it is down there.
Yeah, what's your temperature rocking today or lately?
It was upper 90s today.
Yeah, it's like 96 today.
Yeah, no shit. We were 96 in Missouri today, dude.
The summer everywhere is pretty much the same. It's when you get into the winter. What are your winter? Because ours don't drop below like 70.
Oh my god.
So that's where the differences really start.
Right.
It's winter.
Yeah.
Summertime everywhere is pretty much the same. It's hot and it sucks. And get into the winter time. That's when
are you from Florida?
No.
Okay. Where are you from?
New Hampshire.
Oh wow. Okay. New Hampshire. Up there in that area.
No, anybody from that.
Yeah.
New Hampshire.
I mean, my aunt and cousin moved there, but they're not from there. Like, that's kind of cool. You might be the first person I've actually met from New Hampshire. That's kind of neat.
Wait, they moved to New Hampshire?
Yeah.
Why?
Don't ask me why people do shit. That's the one thing I cannot answer, why people do what they do. I can answer why I do what I do.
When I get asked why I moved to Florida, I say, well, I was sick of the below zero temperature and shoveling snow. That's
right.
But why would you move to New Hampshire? You're supposed to move, not to it.
If I had to make a guess, it was probably because my uncle probably got like a job offer or something. Would be my guess. I'm not 100%. I know they did it when I was young, so
yeah. Like
my cousin was there, and then all of a sudden she only came around for like big family gatherings. So
yeah, I know someone from Florida that moved up to New Hampshire. I was like, you are out of your fucking mind.
Out of your mind. Well, the funny thing about that is I lived in Tennessee, Sevierville, Tennessee, to be precise, for like 6.5 years, maybe 7 years. It was a while. I lived in Sevierville, Tennessee, and then things went sour with my ex that I was talking about, my ex-wife, as my kiddos, and I was like, okay, fine. And this was in 2010. And I was like, F all this. I'm going somewhere because I had lived there. Because like I said, I'm from Chicago. So I was used to winters and things like that. And I hadn't seen a good winter in Tennessee in that long. So I was like, fuck it. I'm going to go somewhere where I know I'm going to see a winter. So my dumbass went to Cook City, Montana to work at a freaking resort there. And motherfucker, I got every winter that I missed those 8 years in one fucking winter. Like
Yep.
it snowed 12 fucking feet, was like 20-foot drifts, man. The snowmobilers were fucking stupid, and I was a freaking God housekeeper at a fucking Super 8, man, when I wasn't cooking at the Soda Butte and then drinking. But you know, what are you gonna do? It was crazy. Like it was nuts because that's what I did with my life. Because as being a cook, I've always been a cook.
Yeah.
So when I dropped out of school, I just started traveling around to national parks all around America on greyhounds and cooking for people because there's hungry people everywhere. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. We moved down here in 2017. Yeah, been here since. Never went back.
Wow. He said never went back, not even for a visit.
Oh no, back for a visit, but we made sure it wasn't wintertime.
Right.
Like
You're
we didn't
never
even
shovel snow again.
even cross the border of Florida until May.
Nice.
Like hell no, nope. I don't want to see any snow. I dealt with it for 26 years. I'm not going back.
Man. Just curious, your last name isn't Richardson, is it?
No.
Okay. I just saw the Cameron R down there just now, and I was just like, huh, that would have been weird. Cool.
Yeah, nope. It does not.
It's Ramirez.
Sure.
Sure.
What are you doing? Huh?
I'm drinking.
I was talking to the cat.
Oh, Roger that.
I wasn't sure if he was talking.
What? What are you following? Oh, you're gonna follow me around and then you're gonna run. All right, cool.
Yeah, I don't even have any art that I can like bring up close to the camera either that I don't think of.
Yeah, we moved down here in 2017. Actually, yeah, what was the point from earlier? The yard. My oldest daughter just turned 15.
Oh my God.
Wow.
We've been here a little over 2 years, and up until that point, they never had their own yard that they could play in.
Awesome.
Like this, being in this house became another whole level of experience that none of us had had, because it was take them to the park so they could play, or they were in a driveway or on the street, and that really didn't work well. So yeah, this is the first time where I can actually just like, hey, go outside.
That's awesome.
And it's okay.
Man. Yeah, that's awesome. And I really hope that I can, eventually move out of this apartment and
we just got a washer and dryer set.
yeah, that's true.
Like
that is true. You know what's really cool about today? That's true. Thanks for reminding me. We just got a washer today. Like I had already had a dryer in my apartment for like 2 months, but I had no washer whatsoever. And now we got a washer, so we just got that delivered this morning.
And I got a job today. Like she's stepping up.
Yeah, it's been a good day today.
Yeah.
It was a good day today.
Moving up in the world.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. 13th is the lucky number for me.
Yeah.
Right. Oh fuck.
Well, that apparently Jerry Seinfeld's favorite number is 9, and that's why there's 9 seasons.
No.
Yeah, I saw that on a Did You Know This thing, and I was like, oh my God, because 9's my favorite number.
Yeah.
I recently actually walked away from a job. But I don't really care because I was on my way out the door anyway.
Yeah.
We had we had, disagreements because I'm fucking hard-headed and stubborn and had ideas on how they could run it better, and they didn't want to listen. So,
see, and that's what I don't get. An employer gets somebody who's A, faithful, B, dependable, and then C, wants to actually improve their work, and they won't let them because they're like, oh no, because we have all this way, we want it done. But the people who are actually grinding in the back, they are the ones who have the ideas and the shortcuts and the little avenues to fucking get that shit out right. And
yeah, like the people making the rules have never even done it.
Right. They never listen, dude. They never listen.
Yeah.
And it's people in power. That's why, please give me enough money one of these days to open my cafe. I'll fucking invite all the people in the world who've been cool to me, number one. I guarantee you, dude, it's going to be one of the coolest places you've ever seen.
Well, I know, and you damn sure wouldn't charge $1.50 for coffee and 75
Fuck no.
cents.
Fuck no.
Coffee's supposed to be free.
You know what? Get $1.50 for a cup of coffee is fine. I would have paid $1.50 for a cup of coffee, just fine. The moment that they said, and then 50 cents for every
75 cents.
75 cents, yeah, then 75 cents for every additional cup after that. Suck it.
Well, look,
I'm sorry.
it's okay. $1.50 for a cup of coffee is fine if the coffee is not brewed with toilet water. Like,
I'm just saying.
Like grind the beans,
right?
Make coffee. Then you can charge that. But
if I had a grinder,
if you're doing instant coffee with tap water, no, that's that's gross.
Right. I like to do, and it's funny, but I buy Folgers because I don't have a grinder or anything like that. I don't have a good coffee maker to facilitate a grinder or a French press, unfortunately.
Lots of money.
Or lots of money. But that's fine. I got freezer full. Well, not full, but I have an old stoneware percolator coffee pot I found it at a freaking Goodwill like years ago.
Yeah, that's where we first was Goodwill.
I've cooked. I've made coffee over fucking campfires, fire stoves. That coffee pot has traveled with me because it's always been my backup coffee pot. When I didn't have an electric coffee pot or an electric coffee pot takes a shit, I'll just bust that thing down. People are like, what the hell is that? I'm like, this is the best coffee. The only reason I don't make it like that is because it's a 45-minute process and I don't have that much time usually, know. But the 45-minute process fucking pays the hell off because percolated coffee from back in the day, I was just like, man,
You realize we've been talking for almost an hour?
Dude, wow. I didn't even realize that. She was pointed out that we've been talking almost an hour. I was like, damn.
Yep. Yeah, these go for quite a while.
Yeah.
I've been on one of these for 3 hours before.
Right. Well, I looked at some of the previous ones, and that's why I was definitely, I was like, I got to get on with this dude because fuck, all they do is just sit there and bullshit. I can do that all day.
Yeah. I never wanted to do the traditional thing where I go after celebrity status. That's why if you noticed, not one of my guests on there is a blue check mark because I do not give a fuck.
Nice. Well, what's funny about that, and that's the thing, when I looked at your videos, I was like, man, this dude is he's just letting people talk and talking with them and being basically treating people like people, you know, like people, and that's one thing I've always been able to talk to anyone I meet because I've just always had that personality. I've said it even in the extremes, you could drop me into the middle of, a freaking KKK rally and I would find a friend. You can drop me in the middle of a Black Panther party, I would find a friend. You could drop me in the middle of a foreign nation, I'll find a friend. And right. I think that became distinctly clear. Last year I had a little break and wound up in a place, which is actually why the art, they were like, hey, once you rotate back to the world, make your environment your own. And I was just like, okay, yeah,
Right. There you go.
Like, I can do that. Like,
Yeah.
but I mean, they taught me a lot of good coping skills and stuff like that in there. But I also made friends in there, even though I knew the moment I was in there, I didn't belong there. If
Yeah.
that makes any sense. Like,
Yeah.
it's just that I've always had that personality in my life, and I've lived this life for 44 years. Like, I'm not fucking around with it. Like,
Yeah.
so, I mean, that's why I enjoyed what I saw, which is why I got so excited about doing this, you know, because I was like, hey, fuck, man, when do I get a chance to just shoot the shit with somebody I've never met before? Like, you know?
Anytime, man.
That's what I love about TikTok.
Right. TikTok is the shit for that, you know, because I have the keychain that we keep the house key on was actually sent to me by a girl from Oregon that I met on TikTok.
Nice.
Which is,
Yes, I didn't realize that. I'm sorry.
yeah,
I thought I feel even worse than it broke.
yeah. Oh no, don't. It was getting raggedy. I need to hit her up for a new one anyway.
Oh yeah, this right here. I don't know if you know the Duet Dude.
The Duet Dude.
Yeah. That's on TikTok. The Duet Dude. His name's Jonathan. There was
I think I know him.
There was a guy that makes challenge coins and used Jonathan's face for the other side of the coin. Oh, come on, get out of there. Thank you. Yep, there you go.
What?
So, challenge.
That's so cool, dude. Dude, I'm so fucking jelly right now.
He tagged a bunch of people that he talks to on a regular and got addresses and shit and sent them out.
That is so cool, man. And see, that's what I love about TikTok. I'm sorry I keep doing that. TikTok connects people in a way that is very interesting to me because it's one of the few platforms that I felt truly free on, even though it's so limited. Like for instance, the moment I got my first TikTok, because this is the one and only me, the one that you found me on.
Yeah.
That's actually my second TikTok. My first TikTok is still up. It's Jim the Bard. I'm just froze out of it because they said that it was reported for illicit adult content, and I'm just like, my TikTok's having more fun than my life, you know. But whatever. But they froze me out of it. Somebody essentially, and I know it was an enemy of mine. I have not nice people in my life. So I think somebody went and reported it like 3 or 4 times directly in a row for some bullshit. And that was all that's said and done. But that one's called Jim the Bard, actually. But if you go to that one, it's still over 1,000.
Yeah.
You know, it's still over 1,000. Like I had built a whole following off of that, but then got knocked down. So the one you found me on is actually my second TikTok, which I'm trying to build up right now.
Yeah.
You know. But it's a lot of work, man. And TikTok's a lot of work, but at the same time, like it's a lot of fun and it connects people. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're getting a ring light in a couple of like weeks.
Nice.
I can't wait, actually. I know it's actually her birthday present, but I know I'm going to be playing with it. So I can't help it. You know, I'm kind of her TikTok Yoda, you know,
I gotcha.
Mickey's, because the girl who sent me the keychain is my TikTok Yoda. So I needed one.
Yes, if you want to know who makes these, I forgot the name of the company, but it's the Duet Dude on TikTok. He knows who
that
made
is that is really cool though, dude.
And at the bottom of the coin, it says 1 token, high frickin' 5. Right down there.
That is cool as fuck, man.
It's cool.
Well, and the cool thing about that is,
right here.
I saw a thing where you can get like your TikTok code like printed onto a shirt and wear that shit around. And man, I want some TikTok merch. I'm not even gonna lie.
Right here.
That's cool.
Yep, that's
Graywater Ops LLC.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
They make the coins.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah. Oh
That's-
yeah. I wasn't actually even upset that the job that I was doing ended because I went full throttle into my store. So
Right.
it
And
was
I
a
think that's awesome, dude. And every time you share one of those, I try to repost
I'm
it.
gonna send you one of the
Okay,
videos.
cool. She's
Yeah.
sending me one of the Duet Dudes videos right now.
Yeah.
That's what's cool about this whole technology, is what I'm saying. That's how. That's why it's such a cool platform. You know.
Yeah,
Because you
it was the kick in the
can.
ass that I needed because I was being really like I've had a lot of items in there. Like I don't call it merch anymore. That's it, to me that sounds a little too high and mighty. It's just a store. Like I don't have my handle on it anywhere.
Right.
Name is in the title because it's my store. So that's about all I need. I don't need it anywhere on the clothing. And I don't call it merch. I just call it a store. Because I eventually wanted to be like a store that you would go downtown to buy a shirt only online.
Okay.
So just a store. But I've
Right.
had items in there for a while. I just never really marketed it. I
Right.
don't. I was really lazy with it.
Well, and see, that's the thing. Like, people are like, well, because they see this, and they're like, well, how come you're not rich and famous with, doing this? And I was like, well, see, hand drawn art was a really great skill, back in the day.
Yeah.
Nowadays with digital things and digital printers and things like that, what I can do is it's not a failed art. I'm not going to say that because I still get great enjoyment out of it, and I don't really do it for anyone but myself.
Yeah.
That being said, I do custom art,
Mm.
but it's in this day and age. Like, I mean, what was it I told that guy earlier? Because the guys who delivered our washer today stopped to obviously look at the gallery, and they were like, dude, we need you to make us some skulls and some dragons. And I was like, I could do both of that. Like, it's whatever, let's do that. And what was it, I told him, I was like, I have the brain to do the art, I just don't have the brain to market it, to pimp it out. I don't know how to pimp my own art out.
It's a pain in the ass because
Right.
like I've been in sales before, and the thing that I hated the most about it is not being able to just be me.
Right,
It
which is
always
the thing
went
I love
against
about being a cook. Nobody asks a cook to be anything but themselves.
exactly. So the way that I market this is I'm me. Like I don't try to word it in a way that's literally it's just me. Like I posted a video earlier today about my cats,
Right.
and underneath it I said, you know, go to the store, discount code or a promo code, steamy shoe, because yeah, well that's part of one of my jokes. Autocorrect is so full of steamy shoe. That's one of my shirts.
Okay, beautiful.
So the promo code is steamy shoe. But I posted the video of my cats and I put that under there and I said, go to the store, promo code steamy shoe, 15% off until August. Go buy some shit so I can feed these fat asses. Like that's, you know, but like a salesman would look at that and be like, oh, like, no,
Oh,
that I'm talking like me.
right. Hmm. And that's one thing that, like, I think the whole world has let itself get a little bit out of hand with itself. You said talking like you
Yeah.
talk like you. So far, this has been one of the most comfortable conversations I've had in quite a while with somebody who's just new.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because you seem real as fuck, and that's what the world's missing most of, is that kind of realism, is that kind of
realness.
that kind of authenticity, you know. I've coined a phrase for myself because I like to call myself a modern day philosopher. Um, and I really do get into that. Like I have a lot of crazy whack job ideas about the world, but I call myself chronically individualistic because if I met somebody who was kind of like me, I would try my best to change myself in some aspects so I wasn't like them.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a wanting to be separate. It was just I was like, oh, I mean, that's already being done. I need to be me. I always had to be me, And, that's gotten me, there's no in between stage with people. People either, and I can honestly probably take you back in my past if I had a time machine and corroborate this, but people would be all like, oh, Jim, oh, we love that guy. Or, oh, Jim, fuck that dude. Like, those are the two mediums that I have. There's not really right. There's not a gray area really. I mean, for the most part, people are like, man, he's a whack job, but he's such a cool guy. Or fuck that dude, he's just a fucking whack job.
Yep. Too honest for your own good.
But that's the world now. Is not enough people have the ability, or maybe the need or want to just speak from their insides, to be like, hey, guess what? We're all on the same ride. For some reason, we were all born, like, say the three people that I know, or four people, no, three people. I'm seeing two screens. That's why I've been drinking. The three people I know are in this room or having this conversation. Part of it, we're all born in the same like lifespan to have this conversation.
Yeah.
But then we are actually having it. We're actually taking the time to do it. Yeah. Like, so many people are in too damn quick of a rush. They want to carry it out. I want to speak to a manager. I want a free gas card because y'all forgot my marinara sauce. Like, shut the fuck up. We'll get you your marinara sauce. It's just, I mean, that's what kills me about this world, man.
My wife gets to experience it every single day. Like, but she gives it back, so I'm not really too worried.
What she do?
Oh my God, it's every day. Like, it's we call each other out on our own bullshit every day.
Okay.
Like, if she's going off and being an asshole for no reason, I don't sugarcoat it. But she doesn't sugarcoat it for me either. So, like, this morning she wakes up, or this afternoon she woke up from a nap after work because she was heading to Orlando to hang out with a friend of ours because she has tomorrow off. So she goes up to Orlando to stay the night.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Cool. So she comes home, she takes a nap after a long day of work. She wakes up late, even though I had set an alarm for her. So she's immediately pissed off. And then she's like frantically packing all of her shit, loses her own keys in the process. Then she can't find her bathing suit because they're going to be going swimming.
Right.
And like, I had washed the bathing suit and put it in her closet where it belongs.
Where it belongs.
and if she had just taken fucking 10 seconds to find it, and she's going insane on me, and I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up. Open the door. It's right there.
Right, it's right there. Right.
So, but she'll do the same thing to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't feel bad doing it. There was one of my best examples is when we have, because we've been married for 10 years.
Oh,
but we
good
still,
job, dude. Seriously, good job, though.
We have single friends and we have married friends.
Okay.
We never did the classic, like, oh, we're married, we can't hang out with single people. Fuck that. We'll hang out with anyone we want.
That. Exactly.
We had a pair of our friends over here who were married. They're sitting out on the couch because we're going out on a double date, which I can't stand. but they suckered me into it somehow. But she comes out of the bedroom. I'm ready. They're ready. We're just waiting on her. She comes out of the bedroom, and she asks me that age-old question: "How do I look in these pants?" And I looked right at her and was like, "Nah, go wear the other ones. You look better in them, and fix your hair. It looks like shit." The look on the other husband's face was worth
Priceless.
it. It was worth
Priceless.
it. It was so worth it. Because she didn't get mad. She walked
Right. Yeah.
She walked into our bathroom, and then she came back out after a few minutes and was like, "You were right. Can we go now?" Like, I don't lie to her.
Right.
I don't have time to lie.
Exactly. All right. Exactly.
I
And
don't have
you know what? That leads right into, like, I like to say that the truth hurts, but only because people don't speak it as often. That's the only reason it hurts. If you're truthful, you don't have to be brash and truthful. You could just be truthful and honest, and people will accept that. But
I think the truth hurts is a thing that was born out of sensitivity.
exactly.
I think the saying "the truth hurts" became a trope because people didn't know how to do it.
Exactly.
We'll wait for the other one too.
Yeah. Well, no, the other one was my half-C pack from yesterday.
People became more comfortable lying to each
Exactly. And
other. So
people are more likely to believe a half truth than the actual truth nowadays. And that's the saddest part.
I think lying hurts more.
Yeah. It's harder to do. It's harder to keep up with. How do people do it?
I have the best quote that I'd ever heard in my life is if you don't lie, you never have to remember what you say.
Exactly.
And
now, who said that? I've heard that quote too. Who said that?
With as shitty as my memory is, I would rather do that.
Yes. I would rather be honest with people. Exactly, dude.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I mean, like, fuck them if they can't take a joke, you know. No, I'm not coming to join your.
Oh no.
What happened?
Nope, I'm still here.
Oh,
Hang
okay. On. Okay. Woo.
Woo.
All right.
Well, there we go.
We can do that.
God damn it! Someone in their fucking TikTok live.
Doing her thing.
Right.
And I'm sorry, I disappeared for half a second. Why? What? Why now? Look at this. Dog, cat.
Oh.
Dude, you truly do live in a zoo.
I'm like fucking Dr. Doolittle. I lay down and they just all migrate to me.
That's fucking great, dude.
Can I have one first?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, go for it.
Trust, if I allowed the kids to lay in here, they'd be in here too. I mean,
right. Well, and see, I like that too, because I've never been the whole, let the kids sleep in my bed guy. I've also never been the deal with let's soothe the temper tantruming child. Like, I'll just step over that thing until it becomes human again. And if that makes me harsh, then whatever. But
funny story about this bed.
Okay. Keep it clean.
No. Not sharing those stories. Those are my stories.
Oh,
no, those are OnlyFans stories.
Oh shit!
But I don't have an OnlyFans, so too bad.
Remind me of my OnlyFans idea, but go ahead.
Yes.
Go ahead.
If I was desperate enough, I'd sell pictures of my feet. Anyway, so we had a queen, or we had a full. I can't remember. We had a smaller bed, and our youngest always liked sleeping in the bed with us when she had nightmares or whatever stupid
Okay.
reason I came up with. So she'd lay in the bed with us, but like she was a bed hog, just like me and her
Okay.
mom, the bed hog. I'd
Fucking
have
starfishing.
I'd have this much room on the mattress, and then my wife sleeps on her stomach, so she takes up a big part. And
Starfish.
then the kid would just, you
Right.
know, crawl.
Starfish. Yeah,
Exactly.
starfish. Yeah,
So
I got you. I got you.
So-
Sharing a bed is a motherfucker. Carry on.
so we got around to it. We're like, you know what? We're getting a bigger bed. So we went and we got a king. Other
Okay.
than a California king, the biggest bed you can get. Other than
Right.
California, biggest, but we got a king. Okay. And then we found out we had a huge amount of space. I can sleep here. My wife can sleep over there. The kid can sleep there, and we barely touch each other. We've got elbow room. We've got leg room. We can stretch right out. To combat all that space, we got dogs. And now we need a bigger bed.
Aw.
Like, what?
What? The conundrum.
We got a
like,
big bed because we needed
dude,
the room. And then
you know what it goes down to? It goes down to the hot dog to bun ratio, but the cuddles to bed ratio.
Pretty much.
See what I'm screaming? You see what I'm saying? The hot dog bun, yes.
It's okay though, because this puppy right here will sleep on my pillow.
Oh,
And that dog sleeps on her pillow.
nice.
So they don't sleep on the bed at all. They sleep up at the headboard.
Interesting.
So they really don't take up any room. This is just because mom's not home.
Right. They're like, okay, cool. We
Like,
got
hey,
this
we
space.
bed. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
She should go off more often.
Right? Yeah.
Oh my God.
Now tell your OnlyFans story.
Oh yeah. My OnlyFans idea. Are you ready?
No, but go ahead.
All right. No. You might be interested because this could work out well for dudes like us. All right. I want to call it dadboddoes.com. Okay. And it's just going to be normal, furry, funny dudes doing housework shirtless while they whisper all Asmer style into the fucking camera. Shit like, go on to sleep. I put the kids to bed. I'm cooking grilled cheese and mac and cheese for dinner. I got it covered. Why don't you go soak your feet? You know, dude, I'm telling you, that could be a thing, man. That could be a thing because I'm sick and let me go off on it. Maybe it's not a popular thing right now. All right. But I think the online world is far too female oriented, man. We need to like step up a little bit as dudes on the freaking man. The internet is ruled by chicks, and anybody who says different is fucking lying to themselves. All right.
I told my wife and I had an idea of doing a provocative food network where it was going to be frying bacon shirtless, but that hurts like hell. So I don't know.
Don't do that. And also, don't beat eggs naked around cats. You have cats. Don't do that, dude. Don't do it. Yeah, don't do it. I'm just telling you as a cook, I know what I'm talking about. Don't do it. It's definitely not pleasant for you, and it's not pleasant for the cat. Oh, God. But yeah, check this out. This is how much chicks rule the internet. Okay. I've been, like I said, my previous TikTok had over 2,000 followers. I didn't go live because I was too gummed up about it. I felt scared to go live. Now I don't know why, because now I can't wait, you know, because I have all these ideas of what I can do once I go live. But about what, 2 months ago? Yeah.
2 or 3 months ago.
2 months ago, I started Mickey out on TikTok, right? And I've already had my new TikTok since it got killed last October. So I've been doing one and only me since last year. Okay. Yeah. Tell me why this chick already surpassed me. Huh? Already has more followers than my new TikTok. You know why? Because she got chick boobs.
I didn't do it.
Right. I know. No, it's not. It's not an offense. That's not what I'm saying. It's not an offense. It's more of a. Oh, how? What? Like, come on, man. Like,
I don't even really do anything
You-
super interesting.
but I know. But I mean, it's. I don't know. Actually, I'm gonna leave you in her hands because I need to take a bathroom break. But I'm gonna come back. Okay. Talk.
Bathrooms are F. Bathrooms don't exist.
Oh yeah. It's just like crap lighting in here. That's why I feel like the camera's so messed up.
That's okay.
Like it's so dark.
It's
And,
alright.
he's had this camera, like, it's on this computer. I don't know anything about it, so.
Yeah, it's all right. Who cares? I've done audio only before. No one cares. It's all good. It's all good. The voice is what matters. Oh my god. It is late.
Yeah, it's 10 here, so it's 11 there.
Yeah. Yep. And I'm old. So I'm
You're
tired. What's up?
I said you're old.
Yeah, I feel that way sometimes.
Well, I don't know.
Oh my god.
What year did you graduate high school?
06.
Oh, I graduated in 09.
Am I the oldest in the room?
Oh, for sure. You
Nope.
didn't graduate, but what year would you have graduated?
97.
97.
God damn, I was 10.
10? I was 7.
Oh yeah.
Well, I would have been 6.
Hey,
I would have been
I told you
6
I
at
was
the
old as
time.
fuck.
Yeah, I would have been 6.
Fanny coming through.
How dare you?
Oh. Yeah. So wait a minute. Wait, how old are you?
I'll be 35 in August.
35.
I'll be 32 in a few weeks.
Yeah.
Or, well, next week. I think.
Next week you'll be 32. Dude, yo, I had my 44th birthday this year.
Nice.
Yeah. Now here's a question. Would you say that I look that old?
I can't tell in this lighting.
Yeah. The camera sucks. Well, I'll put
That
it to you
right
this
there.
way.
Cheese
I was
dick-
already going bald in high school home, so it's okay.
It's a good way of getting out of a question like that. I can't really tell in this lighting.
Right. Yeah. Get a better camera. Oh. Well, what's funny is, like, remember how you said that or no, you were on live still. Mickey had you on live while we were trying to get on with Skype, right?
Yeah.
And I had actually accidentally put that link into my phone, and it actually started connecting me. But then we were like, oh no, we could just type this into the computer. And I wonder if I would have connected it to my phone, if it would have still looked like this.
Well, yeah, but your battery doesn't last very long.
Oh yeah, my battery doesn't last long. That's a good call.
I mean, I'm laying in bed because I had to plug my phone in.
Oh, so you're doing this all on your phone then?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I was gonna do it on the computer, and then I was like, nah, fuck that.
Right. But you're still recording it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, I'm recording it on Skype, and then I'll get onto my computer and save it to my computer, and then I post to YouTube from there.
That's super cool, dude. Definitely let me know when you post it, because I'm already intrigued.
Yeah,
Because
we're
honestly,
gonna rewatch it.
yeah, I can't honestly can't even remember what the fuck we've talked about this whole time.
That's the cool part. And by the time I post it,
What's that?
by the time I post it, we probably won't remember we spoke.
Oh, I don't know about all that.
Because
I don't know about that.
I only post once a week on Saturday, and I think there's 6 ahead of you right now
That's
that are
cool.
waiting to be posted. So
See, but that kind of gives you your own content. Like, I mean, that's kind of cool that you have that based on it like that. Like,
yeah,
I'm not tech savvy enough to do it. Now, you say I probably won't, dude. You don't even like. I'm gonna be freaking stalking the hell out of you till this is on. Like, I mean, because we're gonna want to rewatch it. You
right.
know? I mean, wait a minute. That sounded weird. I'm not really gonna be stalking you.
So whatever, stalk away. I don't
Yeah,
care.
you're gonna rewatch it or wait to watch it and then share it.
Share it, right? Well, I've already been. He does the shop thing with the cool shirts and stuff like that. So I've already been. Like I said, every time you post one of those on TikTok, I'm like repost. Go check this dude out. You know, because like I said, I think it's cool. It needs to be a more of a thing in the world. You
If you
know,
had a shirt, it would say, "I need to speak to a manager."
I need to speak to a manager. Like,
Well,
man,
I like to. There is nothing in my store that was used somewhere else.
right.
I always research it before I use it. So none of the jokes or sayings are on someone else's stuff.
That's cool, dude.
Yeah, I don't like doing that. Like my dad gave me an idea today. It was I took a pain pill, why are you still here? And that's hilarious, but it's already on shirts and cups and all this other
Right,
shit.
right.
But I noticed that it was in like 4 or 5 different stores. So that's literally people taking a saying and just going with it.
Just
They're not,
going with it, right.
they're not doing any research as to where it is or who has it. So everything in my store is original.
That's cool. So if
Uh,
somebody does, nab onto it like that, it'll all come trickling back to that way.
yeah,
That's kind of cool.
yeah.
That's
So yeah, like because I had 2 in my store at one point that were way too close, so I got rid of them.
yeah. And
Because
see,
I don't.
that's cool, man. I think that's neat because, I mean, number one, it's cool that you're going and doing your own thing, and it's cool that you have a partner that's supportive of that. Like, because that's or yeah, it's like, yeah. At least trying to be. I'll put it that way.
Trying.
Oh, my turn.
Yeah. I do have a lot of people that are actually sending it out for me though, which is cool as shit. I didn't think because the hardest thing to ask for is time
Mm-hmm.
because it's the one thing you never get back. So
Right.
asking people to like even if it took fucking 30 seconds, like with mine, when I did the link in the promo code, I went through all the people that I talk to normally,
Right.
that I haven't spoken to in 6 months. Like, hey, do this for me. All the people I talk to regularly, I texted it to them.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went through my email, all the people that I had emailed recently. I went through and did that because it was a whole different list of people. And then of course TikTok and all my other shit that I do. So
Right.
I've started asking people to do that, and I understand it's asking a lot because number one, you might not want to text everyone in your phone.
Right. Right.
You might not want to talk to them. Number two, then you have to deal with the fucking responses, which I'm not there to see those responses. So then you're getting reactions and questions you're not ready for because it's not yours.
You're right.
So I get that it's a lot, and the fact that I have a list of people that are helping is cool. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this is the thing, and that's one of the things that made my original TikTok so big, was that I did a few of those follow trains. I did probably like 10 of the follow trains with my original TikTok, which is how I originally built up a base.
yeah,
And and then basically started branching out on my own and doing my own thing. The reason that I think the one and only me is taking longer is because I kind of refuse to do the follow trains at this point. I'm just like, fuck it. I'm just gonna pump out the same random weird shit that I put on TikTok because I know that the shit that I put out there is a little bit different
Yeah.
from everybody else's because it's through my skewed ass perception. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, and how I'm using the platform is I like to think a little different, but it's different in my own way. So, I mean, I like to have that. And, anytime I've, seen actually a lot of the people that I have on the one and only me were people that I knew from Jim the Bard. I
Yeah.
just brought them over. I was like, hey, this is my new one. My old one died. Come follow me on this one. So I have those people who are, recognize me,
Yeah.
on their TikToks, and they're like, hey, it's this guy. So I get comments from them. I love getting comments from people. Like,
Right.
and that's what I was telling you earlier through text is, I'm very reactionary. I can't very much easily just go on and be funny for no reason. Like I
Right.
try to be, but I don't. I feel like I'm phoning it into myself. But when I'm able to feed off of other people's questions and comments and reactions, then forget about it. I mean, like I said, I can jump into any conversation I'm around.
Yeah.
Pisces like that.
Oh my god. I'm jealous of people that can do backup accounts. I'm too fucking lazy for that. I've been on TikTok now, I think, for 3 years.
Right.
My account has actually, in this last year, it's grown because I was stuck, I think, at 3,600 followers for well over a year,
Right.
and it's grown 2,000 in the last couple of months.
See, that's so awesome, dude.
But I mean, but like, if it got permanently banned,
Hmm.
there's no way in hell.
Right. Yeah. There's so many people, dude.
And that's only 5,600. That's
Right.
only. I mean, imagine these people that have hundreds and thousands, and the
They
people that
they
are
got
lucky.
300 followers and they just get banned for no reason whatsoever.
If I got banned, nope, not
Mhm.
back. I'm too no, not doing it. I don't,
Not doing it.
not doing it.
Well,
I
and
have
that's why,
that
instead of joining the follow trains with this one, I've just like I've just started my whole, new thing. I just said fuck it. Like, not gonna stop me. Like, I'm gonna probably use TikTok till the day I die.
right. Like I think I didn't do a backup account. I did a second account, like a whole different an alternate. And that account was going to be strictly for my store, just
Right.
posting that and
Right.
nothing. And after a week of that, I was like, "No, nah, I'm good. I'm just gonna go back to the other one."
Right. And I've done a lot of the like, and I've considered that because my TikToks range all over the place. Like some of them are positivity posts, some of them are suicide awareness posts, some of them are, music with my art, some of it's me blowing off fireworks. I mean, it's the most random shit,
Yeah,
and I mean, I have pinned one of my philosophical theories, the 72 soul ripple,
yeah,
at the top of my TikTok, the part 1 and 2. It's one of the few series that I did. Um, but I mean, that one is definitely something that I've often considered like, well, maybe I should break off. Maybe I should make a TikTok just for my philosophy and a TikTok just for my goofy comedy and a TikTok just for my baby Bellatrix and kitty fucking videos. But
yeah.
then I was like, well, fuck that. Everybody can just come to the same place and get the same thing. They
It's
just
an
got
all-in-one store,
right.
man.
Yeah, they got to just
You know,
look through the gallery and have fun with it.
like
Which is a side.
find your niche. No,
Right. Yeah, fuck a niche. Who needs a niche, dude? Right. Like when I went to your profile, I just kind of scrolled through and I'd see a video and I'd be like, okay, I'll click on this one. And it was just you and somebody talking shit about some shit. And I'd be like, oh man, that's awesome. And then I'd go to some other one and it would just be you talking about your cats. And I'd be like, ah, that's funny. And it was just, it was all over the place. Why is my messenger lighting up? Oop.
One is me.
Oh.
No.
Why are you messaging me when you're
I
right
sent
next
you
to
a
me?
picture. Oh.
Yeah, like my favorite thing to do on there now is answer those questions that people put up.
That.
Wait, she just got married. Hang on a second,
Yes,
dude. This is
because
some weird
that's
fucking.
the girl that was just texting me earlier talking shit about working at McDonald's.
Damn.
What drama?
Drama.
Oh,
Small town drama. This
Fuck
bitch just got
drama.
married and she's texting
you
me.
can't see it.
Oh, I don't want to really put that on YouTube, but yeah. Oh, my bad. Yeah, some married chick is texting me, man, like when my chick's right next to me, like what the fuck?
Fuck drama. I hate it. Can't stand it. My wife works at a job that like lives and breathes drama, and I can't stand it because I care about her, so she'll come home pissed off and she'll need to vent. And I actually listen. I don't just like let her vent. I won't offer
You
my
have
opinion.
you have to listen. You have to listen. They need
No.
that decompression time.
I don't offer an answer and I don't offer my opinion because she doesn't want that. She
Yep.
just
Right.
wants me. She
She
wants
just
to
wants you
vent.
to, you
She
just
wants
need
me to
that
hear her
decompress.
words.
Yes.
But then
Yep.
I'm worried about her, so I'll ask questions and it'll just
Escalate, right.
yeah. And then it's my fault. But it's you know what, whatever. If you need to come home and fucking, punch a few holes in my chest to feel better, you go right ahead. That's what I'm here for.
Right. I mean, my whole thing is I'm right there with you. Like I let them decompress, and then you don't ask questions. You just let them blow off that steam, and then once they're done blowing off that steam, ask them what you can do. Like don't even ask questions about what they just vented to you about. Just ask a question completely not even pertaining to it, just to sidetrack it.
I usually don't ask what I can do. I just tell her what I'm going to do.
What I'm going to do, right?
So like she'll come home and she'll blow out the lines, and then as soon as she's done, I'm like, hey, let's go eat. I just take her out.
Right. Let's go eat. Right.
Let's go eat.
Let's go.
So it's
Let's
not,
go.
hey, do you want to go eat? Putting another question on her shoulders that she has to answer. I'm just like, hey, get out of your work clothes. Let's go eat.
Right.
Or sometimes I'll just give her the keys and say, hey,
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Go
Right.
away.
Go away.
Go away.
Oh,
Go to a house. Go away.
a double dog dare you.
I'm not gonna do that.
Oh my goodness.
No one watches shit.
I know. God.
Look at this. Look at this freaking dog.
Dang.
This is what they do.
Can we
Like,
do that? Because I don't want to burn my hand.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Doggies. I miss, like, I've had a few good dogs in my life, and here's the funny thing: before Yondu, my cat Yondu, the rescue cat,
yeah.
I was never a cat person, like
Never.
ever,
Nope.
ever. But at the time, I wasn't seeing as much as the baby, so I had a lot of alone time, and I needed something to be at home when I came home from work.
Right.
So I knew I didn't have time for a dog because I spent too much time slinging food.
Right.
And dogs take time. Like, I've had dogs before; they take time. But cats are kind of more self-sufficient. So I got a cat.
My
But
cats are rotten and more like dogs.
my childhood dog, his name was Cujo, because I had already read the book.
Yeah.
And my cousin's dog had puppies. I was there. Huh?
Was I a good dog? No, Cujo.
No,
He
Cujo killed two people. But so my cousin's dog had puppies, and we were over at their house, and so we watched this dog give a litter of like 13 dogs. It was fucking crazy. It was a fucking mutt dog. All right. And so my dog Cujo he was part pit and part terrier. He was a beautiful mutt. Um, the nicest damn dog I ever had. Worst thing he could have done to you was like lick you to death or beat you to death with his tail. Right?
Yeah,
But mind you, he was a medium-sized dog. He was smaller than either of the dogs laying next to you, mind
Yeah.
you. Okay. But he had a bark that was fucking humongous. It was like nothing but barrel chested. You know, like
Yep.
it was like he had a pit bark, but in a terrier body. It made no fucking sense whatsoever.
She's
You
the
know?
exact opposite.
Right.
girl- Because this girl right here is
There
a
you go.
pit bull. This girl right here is a pit bull mixed with a beagle.
Okay. Aww.
Yeah, Sky, this one right here.
Sweeties.
That's my old doggy.
Claire is a yellow lab. This one's a yellow lab.
Oh, beautiful.
This
Look,
one is a
it's like
beagle
Charlie's
pit.
putting on a cozy show right now.
Mhm.
So I describe this, and she's Sky. Her name's Sky.
Oh.
Describe Sky as a bodybuilder wearing a dress because when I walk her outside, it's like fucking Moses parting the Red Sea. People get out of the way because she
Right.
walks like a pit. But when she barks, it's the cutest, most high pitch, non-threatening bark.
That's great.
So like, you're terrified of her at first glance, and then she barks, and you're like,
Wait a minute.
What? "That came from you?"
Now I want a dog. So now I'm like, I want a dog. Okay.
Yeah,
we will get a dog when we get a bigger place.
she's a bodybuilder wearing a dress. That is
Oh,
how.
I love it. I love it, dude. I fucking love it.
Come on,
You want
stop
a-
looking over the edge. Just come here. Come here. No, not you.
You're not getting a Chihuahua. You're gonna get a real dog if you get a dog.
Okay,
Don't-
already.
Hey! Don't get a dog your cat can eat.
For real. Cause yeah, Yandu probably would eat her.
Oh,
Her into the baby.
Huh?
hey, your pillow's taken, buddy.
Oh yeah. Check this out, right? So we're sitting here chilling at the table out in the living room, right? And the baby and the cat are chilling on the bed. And neither of us were exactly paying attention at this moment, but the baby started freaking out, like freaking out, crying, you know? And I look over and, we go over and see what's up. And, the baby has one little pinprick right in the middle of her head, you know? And I was like, I know exactly what happened. I was like, she fucked with that cat to the point that the cat was just bat and popped her right in the middle of the head. Only one claw. And I was like, you know what, Yandu? Any other day you would have gotten your ass whooped, but because you showed reserve, I'm gonna respect that. Because obviously the kid was fucking with her. Because she's the nicest, she got a really good disposition for a feral cat. You know.
She was feral. You got her as a teeny tiny baby.
Well,
kid.
yeah. I mean, she was a kitty when I first got her. I mean, the poor thing had like a bald face and like was all bugified and had horrible respiratory problems. And I took her into the vet and got her all checked out and got her on antibiotics and all that. It was funny because I had to put Vagisil on her bald spots. So when people were like, "How's your day?" when I would go into work, I was like, "I had to rub some cream on my pussy."
Nice.
It wasn't a lie, It
You weren't
wasn't
lying.
a lie,
No.
But yeah, it was funny because I brought the cat to the vet, and the vet was looking over her and everything, and he's like, "This cat's name is Yandu. That's a boy's name. And this is a girl cat. Do you want to change the name?" And I was like, "No, like she's used to the name. Why would I change the name? I give all my animal names, movie title names. Like it's always been Wesley or Cujo or Yondu. It's never, Clark or whatever. Just everybody names their animals differently. I name my animals after movie characters.
I name my children after movies.
Oh yeah, we named our baby Bellatrix also after Harry Potter, but
Hey, why not?
If she lives up to it.
she does live up to it. Well, we were going to name her Lennon after John Lennon because we both love the Beatles.
Yeah.
But every time I played this kid when she was in the womb music, she wouldn't dance to the Beatles. And I was like, we cannot name her Lennon. She's going to grow up and fucking hate the Beatles, hate us, like everybody. Like, we got to figure something else out. And so her name became Bellatrix. And she's not a Lennon at all, dude. She's obvious Bellatrix because she's the craziest child I've had.
I call my wife Kiddo. I call my wife Kiddo all the time after Beatrice from Kill Bill.
Nice.
Because when she pops off, I'm glad she does sword. So yeah, I call her Kiddo all the time.
That's cool, man.
Gets pissed off because she's like, "Don't call me kid." I said, "No, I'm calling you Kiddo. It's a compliment.
Kiddo. Right.
It means that you're terrifying.
It means you're a badass."
You've seen the movie.
What the hell?
Fireworks, man. It is way past the 4th of July, yo.
No. The whole month is the 4th. Didn't you get the memo?
And we're in the middle of downtown.
Yeah, it's the middle of downtown. Somebody just shot off a fucking mortar. Dude, I'm just like, what the fuck?
I love fireworks, but the dogs don't. And we live right next to one of the main racetracks in Florida.
Oh, nice.
Cool. Believe it or not, the sound of them going around that track is very soothing.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
It's loud and annoying if you're not used to it, but we've been long that like when they're doing their racing season, oh, it's so nice.
Yeah, I would love it.
But they use the racetrack to shoot off the fireworks because no one's there and it's huge.
Right.
So we don't have to go see them. We just step outside.
That's kind of pimp.
The trees.
Right.
But it scares the shit out of my dogs. So we have to go outside and shut the dogs inside.
Right.
Window just barking and freaking out and potentially pissing all over the couch.
Oh.
And we're out there enjoying fireworks.
Right. Poor bastards.
Yeah. Oh.
I kind of agree with that statement.
Which one?
The
I'm probably not going to sleep because she's not home.
No.
No, I don't sleep a lot anyway. But when there's someone who's supposed to be here and they're not here, I don't sleep.
See, that's very much me, dude. I maybe sleep 5 to 6 hours a night unless I'm having a...
You're lucky. That sounds nice. Yeah. 5 to 6 sounds fantastic. It's less than what I do.
Can you stop? You can wake up our baby.
And that's more than what I do.
Right.
I can't sleep at all.
I try to.
Even if I got 6 hours, it's not solid.
Right.
Like I'll sleep.
Oh no, I never sleep a full 2 hours. I'll wake up periodically throughout the night. I'm bad insomniac. Always have been for as long as I remember. Funny enough, my grandma. This is a funny story, actually. I was maybe 5 or 6, 7, at the most, 7 years old, and I had insomnia then. Funny enough, before then, I slept really deep, but would sleepwalk.
Yeah.
But then, I wound up just having really bad insomnia. So I come downstairs and it's like the middle of the fucking morning, night, whatever you want to call it, 1:30 a.m. or whatever. And I just come downstairs. I'm planning on fucking putting in one of the VHS copies of Tom and Jerry or whatever I had.
Yeah.
And my grandma's sitting at the kitchen table smoking a cigarette, playing solitaire, drinking coffee,
Yeah.
because she also had insomnia, And she's all like, "What? You can't sleep?" And I'm like, "No." She goes, "Well, come on over here." And she takes all her fucking cards off the table, makes me a cup of coffee, black coffee, and teaches me how to play 5 card draw poker.
One.
And played like 4 hands. I had 2 cups of coffee. It was great. And
Right.
then I went right back up the stairs and passed right the fuck out. Like, and when I think about that, I mean, number one, I know for sure it's where my love of coffee came from. But I think she also knew what she was doing, because I did go right out. Nowadays, I drink coffee damn near 24/7. I drink some water here and there, but most of the time I'm drinking coffee. Even in the back of a hot kitchen when I'm cooking, I'm just still slamming coffee. It's just, normal for me, but it still wakes me up in the morning, but also helps me go to sleep at night. You know, I'm an
I,
addict, whatever.
I can drink it all day. Like I normally, and this is gonna sound weird. It's gonna sound like alien shit. I only have 1 cup of coffee a day, maybe.
Oh.
Yeah, I have no cups of coffee.
She has no cups of coffee a day. I don't know how y'all do that. Nope.
Like today, like I'll make a pot of coffee because my wife usually takes half of it for herself. And I'll finish the rest, but it takes me like 2 or 3 days to finish it.
What?
Yeah, I hardly ever drink coffee.
Oh, my friend.
Yeah, coffee's really not a thing for me.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm
Well,
so fucking boring.
You know what
So
I say to that? That's just more for me.
I am so fucking boring now. It's unbelievable.
Oh, pshaw. I wouldn't go that
I
far.
really am,
If
man.
you were boring, I wouldn't have spent this long on the phone with you. I'm just saying.
I think about all the wild and crazy shit I did from like the age of 15 to 26 and how little I've done since then. Like I went tunnel vision.
Yeah.
25 is when my wife moved in, before we were married, but that's when she moved in with me. And then I think a year after that, I was still doing the dumb shit, but she was with me when I was doing it. And then it was just gone. It's just fucking gone. And like 9 years solid, I went tunnel vision on just taking care of her and the kids and X'd everything else out. Like hobbies gone. Like this is a hobby. This is
just hobby.
people like, you gotta get. I have a hobby.
Right.
I make funny shirts for my store and I talk to people on YouTube. This is my hobby.
This is my hobby, right? I mean, why not though? Why not though? I mean, it's a good hobby to have.
It
I'm
is.
just saying.
It's not bad at all. And
Yeah.
I used to, speaking of your point that you made earlier about not being able to riff and make jokes to your own face.
Right.
That was my problem before, is YouTube can be a career if you're patient enough.
Right.
Because the first 12 months is a trial. So you pick a schedule. Like I picked once a week on Saturday to post up videos. Now they have shit that like shorts.
Right.
Like TikTok and Instagram.
Like
now YouTube has it. So I'll put up my main one once a week on Saturday, and I might put up 1 or 2 shorts in between just to give people something else to watch. But the main this.
That kind of makes sense. That makes sense. Well, that's what you were talking about. Like, it'll be like 6 weeks before you put what we're doing right now up. Which is, I mean, that's totally cool with me. I mean, I get being put on the roster because, like I said, I went through your other videos, man. That's one of the things that convinced me to come onto this and do this. I mean, number one, this is the first time I've ever done anything like this. So I like that I'm getting to break that cherry a little bit.
Yeah.
You know,
like,
but also the fact that I get to kind of go down, with these other peeps that are, who I'm gonna go back and look at and check out and see
Oh,
what
yeah.
they're all about. Because I mean, that's what this is all about. It's all
Yeah.
about human connection.
Exactly. But like the first year for YouTube is a trial.
Mhm.
Can you keep up with it? Can you do it without losing patience? Can you do it?
Can you?
And then the next year is if you kept up with it and you did the routine and you passed the test, which means you stuck with it, you had a routine, you posted up every week, whatever. Some do once a month, some do twice a month. You know what I mean?
Right.
You pick a routine and you go. They
Okay.
don't tell you how to do it. You choose the routine and then you stick to that routine.
Hmm.
And they're going to notice that routine throughout that first year. And then the
Right.
second year is, well, you haven't really gained any subscribers or any views in that first year. Are you going to keep going? You pass the test. Are you going to keep going? Because that second year, if you continue going, then they start putting you into the recommendeds. Your video
Oh,
kind of looks like this one, so now we're going to throw it over here and see what people think.
right.
And if you're lucky, then you get picked up and your shit just starts to go. The people on there that do the how to gain subscribers and shit on YouTube, they
Right.
don't like even Mr. Beast. He couldn't tell you how to do it. The only
Right.
thing Beast could do, or fucking Pew Pew or any of those people, the only thing they can do is tell you how they did it.
Right.
Not gonna work for everybody.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
So
Well, and
I
it's like you were saying, go nicheless. Don't find a niche. Be your own thing.
well, like this right here is a niche in retrospect. Just
Huh.
bringing on regular people and shooting the and posting
Talk,
the
talking heads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking heads.
But the thing that brought me back was like I used to do this, and it was just me.
Right.
I didn't have the technology or the know-how or a good enough phone, to bring guests on.
Right.
And to be honest, I didn't have anyone that I wanted to talk to anyway. So it was just me. But what I would do is I would actually look up things for sale that really shouldn't be for sale.
Okay.
And all those videos are still on there, by the way. It's not the brightest Crayon is still my thing. If you go into like the past playlists,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I'll have to
So
go check those out. I'll have to go check those out.
I would read the reviews on all this shit, and
Right.
fucking funny. And then this is also back when I had Twitter before I was banned from it. I would ask.
Never had a Twitter, but I know. But
Don't. It's yeah, just don't. But I would ask stupid questions. People would answer it, and then I would read those answers for the first on record.
right.
I would read them prior. I might go in and like them just to show you that I appreciate you had them, but I'm not reading them.
Right.
And screenshotting them all, and then I'm recording myself reading them for the first time. And I did that for an entire year. And after that year, I did that naive, well, I haven't gained anything, so I'm done. And it was the dumbest shit I could have done.
Right. Right. Well, and
Because
that's funny because that's what I was just telling.
that was 4 years ago.
Yeah.
So who the hell knows where I would have been by now?
Right. And that's what I was telling Mickey about my previous TikTok. If I would have decided, say, fuck it, not had that, oh, I don't want to go live, shyness, which is so against who I am. I'm a very outward person. Why I had the shyness to go live, I have no idea. But had I not done that, where could I have grown that? That whole profile. Maybe
Well, I
it
mean,
would.
live is a whole different beast.
Mhm.
Live is fucking warts and all. Like there is no hiding anything on
Right.
live.
Right. Well, and that's why I was asking when we first started this how you felt about the smoking and the drinking and
Oh yeah, no, I don't give a shit.
the swearing and the fucking and the shits.
Yeah, no, I don't care.
Right.
But this is going on YouTube. You could say fuck.
Right.
It's no one's
Right.
gonna care.
Right. Yeah, I've seen unedited executions on YouTube. Whatever. Not that I looked that up. I'm just saying it exists.
And I don't edit this, so.
Oh shit.
I don't edit anything. So yeah, like that's another part of my my lazy just doing what I do thing is I don't edit.
Hey, you know what? Instead of calling it lazy, you should call it laissez-faire. It's like calling garbage refuse. It just makes it sound fancy, but it's the same shit, dude. So
Right.
call it laissez-faire. Don't call it lazy anymore. Give yourself some credit, man.
I'll just stick with lazy.
I'll just stick with lazy.
Hi, Bob. What? Why did you move? Come here.
Oh. Yeah,
Come
dude.
here.
My cat fucking bolted, dude. I think she's back guarding the baby, to be honest. Like, because
I've got that little dude.
Oh, look at him stretched out.
Oh.
And then I got up and I laid back down and it scared her, so she moved. Oh, she's come a long way, man.
Yeah.
So Clara, yeah, all right. Back to your earlier point, how you're not a cat person. I
wasn't until Yondu, right?
I wasn't an animal person at all.
Oh wow.
Like at all. I was just like, I was my kids and my wife, and that was it. That's as far as I wanted my responsibility to go, because that was enough.
Right.
She brought home Meatball when he was 4 weeks old, just this little fucking ball of fluff. And he was adorable, but I was like, I haven't had a cat since I was a kid. Like I never paid for it. I don't know how to take care of a cat.
Right.
So we just kind of did it. Like we had him on pee pads because we didn't have a litter box at that time. And she brought home wet food. And we just kind of learned as we went.
Right.
And he was 6 months old when she brought Nugget home. Yeah. And then that pissed Meatball off because he was the one and only for 6 months.
Oh, wait, am I allowed to breathe Amazon?
And then all of a sudden there's another cat in the house. So then we had 2. And I thought
now you're giving her ideas that she can bring animals home. So way to go, dude.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I thought that was it.
I thought that was it.
Boy, was I fucking wrong. Because we got here to this house. And now we have a bigger house. We've got the yard out back. We've got the trees where we can put and blah 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 blah. And Jenna goes on to fucking Facebook and sees this foster home and sees Clara and falls in love with the dog, but like she left it up to me. And of course we had one of our neighbors over here that was on her side. I'm like, oh, okay, well let's just and I knew because I was like, let's just go meet the dog and then we'll decide. And I knew as soon as those words left my mouth that it was fucking over.
You were like done. Yeah, yeah.
We went and met her, and I was like, okay,
I
can do this because it was like instant. She didn't bark at us. She hopped up on our laps. I was like, yeah, I think I can do this.
Right.
So we had Claire. We brought her home. Now keep in mind, she was at a foster home with other dogs. So when we brought her here, all she had was 2 cats and the kids, and like everyone loved her, but she fell into a slump because she didn't have any of the dogs around anymore. It was just her.
Right.
So we had her for 2 weeks. We brought her to the dog park. Neither of you moved when I said that out loud.
Oh
Okay.
wow.
They must be tired. So we brought them.
They got mom's spot, dude. They got mom's spot. They're good.
They're moving. So we brought her to the dog park to sign the final paperwork, and Sky was there.
Mhm.
Sky was Clara's foster sister,
Oh.
and we didn't know that at the time. So when we got to the dog park and Sky was there, Clara lit up like a Christmas tree when we put her into the pen. And my wife and I looked at each other and we were like, I guess we're getting another dog.
Wow.
Just that. It wasn't like
it was just
it wasn't let's bring her home and see. It wasn't let's do a trial weekend. It was okay, I guess we're getting another dog.
right.
So we brought her home, and at first she was such a pain in the ass, I'm not gonna lie, because she was so scared of everything that she pissed everywhere and chewed up a couple of pillows.
Oh.
And we had her for 2 weeks, and like for an entire week of those 2 weeks, I was like, we got to give her back. I can't do this anymore.
Right. It's just too much, right?
It was way too much. And then that second week, it was like she clicked. I don't know how or why, but that second week, the accidents in the house started to fall. She quit chewing shit. And
the anxiety over being over a new place. I mean, you got to understand. I mean, that's a lot of freedom. You know,
and,
that's a whole lot of freedom for a dog all of a sudden.
And here she is, and it's been we've had them for a few years now. So
yeah, that's awesome, dude. That's really awesome.
And again,
we will.
I thought that,
right.
And I was wrong again. I thought it was it when we had the 2 cats. Then I thought it was it when we got the 2 dogs. I was like, no.
Are you ever gonna be at it?
Yeah, we're done now. I was finally able to convince her that we were done, just because of the behavior when Lane 2 came into the house.
Right.
When we brought in Fry and Milkshake, it was at the same time, and they were both feral, and they were both young, so they got to band together when Meatball and Nugget were being assholes and territorial. Those two together being the new ones, so that they would be okay, and then the brothers all got used to each other. Now they all love each other. When Checkers came in, it was 4 against 1. That relationship, oddly enough, I mean, it was 2 days.
Wow.
Checkers came in the first day, all the cats hated him because it was a new face in town. By the second day, they all loved him.
Right.
I don't know what kind of charisma this friggin' cat had, or if he was a bard playing music.
You have kids, right?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a book called Mummy Cat. It's called Mummy Cat. Look that book up. It's for the kids, yes, because we read the baby a lot of books.
Yeah.
We're freaks like that. This book is called Mummy Cat. It's all about a mummy cat, dude. It's a kid book, but it's one of the most fantastic kid books I've ever read in my life. I'm just saying, putting it out there. It was great.
Yeah. But yeah,
you would like.
I probably would. I was finally able to convince her that we were done with the animals, because when Lane 2 came into the house, the cats almost killed him.
Oh my God.
Because it was 5 against 1.
Right.
Like, Checkers was like, no, I'm the newest, I'm the smallest, I'm the baby. You don't belong.
I'm the baby. Right.
And Nugget was the only one that wanted to protect the kitten, which made all the other cats hate him. And then Nugget was like, fuck this kitten. It literally created a war. All the cats. all the cats were hissing at each other. All the cats were fighting with each other. And I was like, no, this is done. Because if you bring home another one, they will kill it. Like,
They will kill it,
over.
right?
It's over. It's fucking over. You
So
can't bring
did Lane 2 just stand up for himself and beat the shit out of everybody, or what? Like,
No.
I need to hear the
No.
end of this story. Like,
They just started loving him all of a fucking sudden. Like, first it was Checkers because they were both kind of the same size.
right.
Checkers started fighting with him, and Lane 2 didn't back down. He was
Maybe
like,
that's all it took. Maybe
he's
that's
like,
all it took.
fight,
Yeah.
let's go. He's like, you
Yeah.
want to
Okay.
fight? Let's go. So he fucking fought Checkers, and he didn't back down. He didn't bitch.
Huh.
And then Checkers started to like him because they were relatively the same size. And then Lane 2 got the balls to start chasing the other cats around.
Right.
And now they all fucking love each other.
Hierarchy.
Yeah. Dogs and cats living together, total anarchy.
Yes. But for him, like, again, Fry and Milkshake coming into the house, that pair took 2, maybe 3 days for
Yeah,
everyone
crazy.
together. Checkers took 2 days. Lane 2 took over a week before they stopped hating him.
Right.
I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this again
Fuck all that.
because I'm not burying a kitten
Man.
that shouldn't be here.
Well, and that's the story with Yandu is like I had actually got a cat because I had gotten the idea, okay, I don't have time for a dog, so I'll get a cat. And my friend's cat had just had kittens, but she gave me the kitten way too early, which I didn't know anything about because I don't know cats, you know.
Yeah.
And that kitten wound up dying, you know. And so then my friend contacted me like a week after that kitten died and was like, "Hey, we were just driving down the road and found this kitten on the side of the road. I know about your old cat. You know, I know you were kind of in the market for a cat. Are you still?" And I was just like, kind of, you know. And then she sent me pictures of Yandu, and I was just like, "You can bring her over."
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
bring her home.
yeah, bring her over, and I'll see. And it was like, dude, this cat just instantly jumped on me and was. I mean, it was an instantaneous between she and I. Like, she legit is my fur angel. That cat, and she protects me. I know it.
If when she's ever on your chest or even blanket, your leg, whatever, does she start purring and do that knead thing with her
Oh,
paws?
dude, all the time. Yeah,
That means that she was removed from her mother too early.
yeah,
Little cat trivia.
yeah. She's good. She's good kitty. She's good kitty. And now that you were talking about the disputes between your cats and the other new cats into the household, and it kind of makes me think maybe because when I got Yandu, she was my main thing, and I got visitations with the baby.
Yeah.
Here recently, over the past 2 months, the baby's been here full time. So maybe that's what that whole bap on the forehead was about.
Yeah.
In a territorial, you know, let's put each other into place type of deal, you know.
Yeah.
And I never considered that until we just had this conversation right now. That might have been what was possibly going on that day. But
Yeah.
I mean, I just thought it was the kid fucking around with the cat, but it very well have been just, hey, this is the line, don't cross it type of deal.
It
Yeah,
both,
I don't know,
but probably
but
could have been
you know,
like,
I'm
nah.
probably gonna have to call this an evening because I got wiped out this morning. I was up hella early waiting for those people to deliver the washer and
Yeah.
but yeah, I think what
Almost, well, two
dude,
hours and
yeah,
2 hours.
2 hours and 14 minutes. Damn, man, that was something. I mean, to be honest, Cameron,
Yeah.
are you on Facebook?
Fuck no.
He said, "Fuck no." The only reason I use it is for Messenger. You know, actually, if you know what,
Nope.
I don't even know if I should say that. You know what? Fuck it. You said anything goes. You see this right here? This phone? All right. When I moved to the town I'm living in, it's a Boost phone, mind you, right?
Yeah.
When I moved to the town I was living in, or I am living in, and I'm being very descriptive. I live in Missouri, but I'm not telling you what town I live in, just in case. You know,
Right.
freakies. But
Yeah,
anyway, so I moved to this town. It's not a Boost town. There's not one Boost signal anywhere near here,
Oh,
right?
that's
So for the past 3.5, almost 4 years, this has just been my free Wi-Fi surfboard.
right.
Dude, I haven't had a phone plan in 3.5 years, but I get in touch with everybody I need to get in touch with. I have a fucking job. I have a fucking bank account. Fuck paying a bunch of money, you know. But
Fuck it.
you know,
If
but
the
yeah.
Wi-Fi's enough, just use it.
Right. It's just free Wi-Fi.
Right.
But dude, straight up, this has been awesome. And we will definitely do this again. The reason I asked if you were on Facebook was because I was going to message you, but I'll message you on TikTok and
That'll work.
keep up with you.
Yeah.
All right. And I know you have the night off from your woman, so you know you have a good old time doing whatever. Wrestle your dogs.
Absolutely nothing.
Nihilism.
No, it's like the kids are asleep. She's gone. My responsibilities right now are 0.
Oh man. Man.
This doesn't come around very often.
Right. Shoot. Oh no, I feel bad.
I'm kind of well, no, I'm kind of lost actually because it's like, what do I do? Nothing. I don't
Right.
do anything. There's nothing I have to do right now.
Dude, what's your favorite movie?
I don't have one.
I know.
I don't have one. Chocolate.
Did you hear that?
Yes.
Dude, that's her messenger. Anytime she gets a message, it screams that.
Chocolate.
Chocolate! It'll come at the most unobtrusive times.
I've been trying to get you guys all day.
Now that I got you right where I want
That
you.
I got me right where I want you.
I want my own.
Buy all your chocolate.
Oh, dude, we are humongous SpongeBob fans in this house, dude.
God, I've been watching it for 15 years.
Man,
It was the first thing. It was the first thing my oldest daughter ever watched.
Oh lordy, no! I was there when it premiered.
Yeah.
I was waiting for the premiere.
let me tell you. All right, I gotta keep on going with this. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I gotta tell you this story before I go to bed because I'm tie. But I was a stay-at-home dad for the first 3 years of my son's life. My wife was a radiographer, X-ray tech, making hella money. We decided I would be a stay-at-home dad. He was diagnosed Asperger's very early. Early, mild autism is what they call it now. I prefer Asperger's because it sounds funnier.
It's called on the spectrum.
On the spectrum, whatever. Anyway, so at this point in my life, I had only seen a few episodes of SpongeBob and despised it because my niece watched it. And I told my brother when I saw my niece watching it, I'm like, you know, your daughter's going to grow up retarded letting her watch that shit. Okay, so fast forward 3 or 4 years to Jack, my son. And he's lost it for SpongeBob, loves it more than anything. Okay. I'm doing housework, not really paying attention. I know he likes SpongeBob, so he's watching it. And I hear the sound. There's nothing like the sound of rubbing 2 pickles together. And I said, the fuck, what? And so I go into the living room and I rewind what the fuck he's watching because I had that ability at that time. And I sit down and I watch which episode? It's Pretty Patties, the Pretty
Yeah.
Patties episode.
Patty hype.
Yeah.
Oh, Patty Hype. That's what it's called. Patty Hype. You're right. The Pretty Patties episode. And, we were watching it the other day because I have 1 through 7 on DVD seasons of SpongeBob. I'm now a ridiculous fanatic. But I sat down and I watched that entire episode, and it was the funniest fucking thing I had ever seen in my life.
Or
And
that
I was like, holy shit, I've missed out so long. Like, so much have I missed out on, dude.
oh my god.
So we figured out that Patty Hype was my first SpongeBob. It was the SpongeBob that broke my cherry on SpongeBob, essentially. That
Oh my
it
god.
broke. Now I'm a super, like, I have pajama pants that apparently are too gross. I need to get new ones now.
Yeah.
That's how much I like it. But
The pilot episode and Ripped My Pants are my two favorite ones.
yes.
The pilot episode is only my favorite because of Mr. Krabs' description of anchovies. That's why it's my favorite. Is that I said that I watched that episode with my kids and then I recited that line to and the look he gave me solidified that episode being one of my favorites.
Right. I love it. I love it.
Can you smell it? It's that smell. The kind of smell. The smell that smells. And that's it.
I love
Perfect
it.
description of anchovies.
Yes. But yes, I am going to have to say goodnight to you, my friend.
All right. Well, this time I'm going to hang up whether you want to or not.
What's that?
So this time I'm going to hang up whether you want to or not.
Roger that. Down with it.
All right. Later, man.
Peace out, man. It was great, man.
Hell yeah.
Got to do it again for sure. And I'll keep up with you on TikTok.
Absolutely.
Right.